Here we have the current stock market update for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we have the 1 hour time frame. I thought that it would be important to sort of take a bit of a step back here and try to reassess the recent damage that has occurred with the stock, especially after the massive downside price movements that we've seen in GameStop. So what we're going to be doing in this video is looking at some important support and resistance zones, some critical price levels that can hopefully be used for traders to establish profitable trading strategies going forward. So as we can see here, recent price movements have started to roll over after committing a bit of a failure here right around the $5 mark. What we can see here is that prior resistance highs came in at $5.11. This would be the price high from the September 9 trading session. That would be right here. But then since then, we have seen share prices start to roll over without even being able to overcome this $5 handle. This $5 handle has been critically important in terms of the psychology and sentiment that is being directed at this stock. So a weekly close below this area is definitely going to be a negative, especially given the fact that share prices in GameStop really did collapse this week. As we know, the company did report earnings. There were some positives in the report, but there were more negatives than positives. And then, in addition to that, share prices were affected by the new share offering, stock offering that was created by the company, 20 million in stock offering values. So this is a substantial number, and this is a trend that has continued for this company for quite a while. So the question that traders in these short squeeze stocks really need to be asking themselves is whether or not these companies even have your best interests at heart. There have been other examples with AMC specifically that have suggested that management on its own is really not that concerned about whether or not shareholders are profiting from these positions. So this recent movement in GameStop really should be creating more of a conversation in that direction. Everybody that's talking up these stocks on this platform really is just kind of always bullish all the time. And I don't really think that makes a lot of sense when you start to see movements by management like this, which really make it clear that they don't really seem to have an interest in this stock price going higher. They don't really seem to be interested in the concerns of shareholders or the fact that share price movements really haven't been able to sustain these positive, direction, these movements in a positive direction. So this is worrisome, and it really is a question that traders should be asking themselves. I mean, do these companies even have your best interests at heart? Because it really doesn't seem that way to me. So as things stand currently here, the resistance zone that has developed clearly is this $5 level. Once again, we did see a bit of a break here above the exponential moving averages, as we can see here. But this psychological level at $5 is the main line in the sand at this point, and share price movements into this area have been sold. People have been taking profits on long positions, and this is making it very difficult for the stock to overcome this $5 handle. And then in addition to that, you do have this $5.11 resistance zone. So what we're starting to create here is now a series of lower highs. So all we need here to see, if you're looking at this from the bearish perspective, all we need to see then is a break below 472, and you've got a new downtrend that's starting to emerge. If we look at the indicator reading, similar developments are starting to be seen here as well. So what we have here is a declining share price momentum trend that is being seen on the relative strength index. This is the 1 hour price chart. So this is a price chart that's very commonly watched by the market. It's not a 5-minute chart or something like that. So this is, it's the daily chart and the hourly chart that tend to get the most attention. So when you start to see negative trend movements that are unfolding on this chart, and on this indicator itself for this time frame, it does become more obvious to a larger section of the market. Recently, we did start to see some evidence that a positive trend was starting to develop. We did see a bit of a break here lower, but share price movements in the positive direction were strong enough that we could consider this to be a false breakout. However, this new movement to the downside, it's going to be much harder to make that argument. You're seeing much deeper retracements here, and then the highs that are posting in the relative strength index are much smaller. So we're starting to form new highs that are lower than the previous highs. So you've got a broken uptrend here, lower highs that are being posted on the longer term timeframes, and then lower highs that are now being posted on the shorter term timeframes. So, overall, when you combine this with the inability for the stock to overcome this $5 level, you have a lot pointing in the negative direction here. There really isn't much that I can point to here that would be positive. We weren't even able to retest this 525 area, and this was even when GameStop was rallying fairly hard last week. We did see some fairly strong upside price movements in GameStop last week, but this did not even result in a test of the $5.20 resistance in AMC. So, when you combine these technical factors with the disappointment that was seen in GameStop's most recent quarterly earnings report, there are some major questions that need to be asked here. Does AMC even actually care about shareholders? Do you think that this company is actually concerned about short squeeze traders and whether or not these positions actually end up in profitability? Or do you think they're just simply concerned with their own interests? I mean, one of these answers seems much more likely to me than the other. I don't believe that these companies have shareholders' interests in mind when they're making these decisions. So, this is the reason that I did open up the members only section of the channel. Those trades have done extremely well. We've beaten the market even during these downturns here, and they are mostly small cap stocks, which means that the potential for upside is extremely dramatic compared to the broader market, and certainly compared to these short squeeze stocks, which really haven't done much of anything, for the time that the trading room has been open. So, we did open up the trading room for these reasons. The trading room is open so that people that are in these difficult short squeeze positions that are just going absolutely nowhere, we're trying to give these people some other options. These trading strategies have entry points, stop loss levels. Fundamental and technical analysis is conducted in depth for each stock. So, it really is based on, these are beginner type strategies. You have every part of the puzzle that would be needed in order to execute a profitable trading position. So I suggest people take a look at the members only section of this channel. Here's the current stock market update for AMC Entertainment Holdings, stock ticker AMC. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.